Transportation in plants. Transportation in plants. In last classes, we have discussed about some important processes in transportation process or in transportation chapter. Absorption of water, translocation of water, next loading of phloem, unloading of phloem, next absorption of mineral nutrients, translocation of mineral nutrients. Like this, we have discussed different types of topics in this chapter. Now, let's discuss another important topic. Okay, here in last class we discussed about the phloem. Phloem, important plant tissue, conductive tissue or vascular tissue. It transports the food material. Yes, it transports the food material. Already I told you, in phloem, transportation of food material is bidirectional. Bidirectional. Yes. Transportation is usually bidirectional one. Means, for example, say plant here. This is a plant. Leaf. Here plant. This is a fast growing region of the plant. This is growing region. Growing region of the plant. Here root system. Observe carefully. Growing region and root system require food material to perform different activities. Understanding? Now food material is synthesized in leaves. Already we discussed about it. This synthesized food material has to be transported to the growing regions and root system. Now observe, to transport the growing region of the plant, food material has to be transported in upward direction. In upward direction, like this. In this direction. Now, to transport or to reach the root system, food material has to be transported in downward direction. means in this direction. Observe carefully. Means food material can be transported in bidirection. Observe carefully. Through phloem tissue, food material can be transported in bidirection, means in upward direction and in downward direction like this. Next to observe carefully once here. Next to explain the transportation of food material through the phloem, Munch, a scientist, Munch conducted an experiment. Why? To explain the transportation of food material through the phloem. Okay, now let us discuss about the experiment conducted by the Munch. Okay, observe here, bidirectional transport. But transportation of water and minerals in xylem tissue, that is unidirectional transport. Only in upward direction, not in downward direction. For example, for example, water is absorbed from the soil into the root system. Then from the root system, water is transported to each and every part of the plant. Each and every part of the plant. Are you understanding? Means always water is transported in upward direction. Water is transported in upward direction, not in downward direction. That is why here transportation is unidirectional. Okay, observe. Here, observe carefully arrangement of all operators. Okay, observe, imagine these are two beakers connected with a tube like this, interconnected two beakers containing the water, pure water. Containing pure water. Yes. Next, these are two osmometers. These are two osmometers. These are also connected here. Okay, they connected like this. Here, for example, this is osmometer A. This is osmometer B. Here, osmometer A contains osmometer A contains very high concentrated solution. Okay, very high concentrated. Here, low concentrated solution. When compared to solution present in osmometer A, osmometer B has the low concentrated solution. Now what will happen? You know, because of the high concentrated solution, observe carefully, here high concentrated solution is present. Next, around this osmometer, pure water is there. Pure water has the low concentration. Pure water has a low concentration than hypertonic or high concentrated sugar solution. high concentrated sugar solution or any other solution. Now, endoosmosis process takes place here. From low concentration to high concentration, more water is moved like this because hypertonic solution is there in osmometer A. In osmometer A. Observe carefully. Okay, here this entire solution here. Now what will happen? Whenever more water is entered into the osmometer A, inside of the osmometer, high pressure is created. Because of that high pressure, what will happen? Means high pressure means osmotic pressure. Because of endoosmosis, osmotic pressure is created. High osmotic pressure is created inside of this osmometer A. Because of that osmotic pressure, entire here solution or entire this liquid portion or entire this solution is pushed or is transported towards the osmometer B, through the connecting tube, like this. Because of that osmotic pressure, entire liquid portion of entire solution is transported towards the osmometer B. Okay, observe carefully here. Means now what will happen on solution present in osmometer B, on solution present in osmometer B, on this solution actually pressure is created. On this solution pressure is created. Because of that pressure, because of that high pressure, here what will happen? Here, like this water present in sugar solution is transported into the surrounding water. Observe carefully here. Okay, observe. Whenever pressure is created on the high concentrated solution than the pure water, water molecules can move from the high concentrated solution into the low concentrated pure water. This here actually reverse osmosis process actually here. Observe, from high concentration to low concentration, water molecules can move. Okay, next, these water molecules again they are transported to this beaker. Okay, beaker containing the osmometer A. Next, that water is absorbed into the osmometer A. Then again what will happen? Because of osmotic pressure, entire this shaft is transported towards the osmometer B. Because of created pressure, created on the solution present in osmometer B, water molecules can transported out of the B into the water, pure water present in beaker. Then this water, okay, this came out water, they are again transported to the another beaker through the a tube. Observe here solution means solutes present in this osmometer, they are also transported. When water is absorbed, when water is absorbed, what will happen? Here solute present in the solution, they are also transported along with the water. Observe carefully. Now water is entered into the, observe here, water has entered into the osmometer A. Okay. In osmometer A, solutes are also present. Okay. Now osmotic pressure is created. Because of that osmotic pressure, water molecules, in addition to water molecules, solutes, they are also transported towards the osmometer B. Observe once this important experiment. Means here low pressure is there, here high pressure. Osmotic pressure means high osmotic pressure is created when compared to here. Here also first water enters into the osmometer, but low pressure is created here. Here high pressure, here low pressure, here high pressure. Enter the solution from the high pressure region to low pressure region is transported. Okay, like this. Observe. Next, to study and explain the transportation of food material in tissues of the plant, especially in phloem tissue. Scientists conducted experiments on aphids. Understanding? They conducted experiments on aphids. Green fly. Yes. Actually, aphids feed on the young stem. Actually, they feed on young stem. Yes. They feed on the young stem. They have they have an important organ that is proboscis. That is proboscis. Okay. They insert the proboscis into the young stem and they collect the or they obtain the food material. Okay, observe carefully. For example, imagine stem. Here, this is phloem. Here, xylem. Imagine. Now, For example, imagine the insect. It is an insect. This is the proboscis. Also here, insect sucking the food material from the plant. Here phloem. Very well that inside of the phloem, food material is transported like this. Here xylem means water. Okay, observe. First here, scientists observe these type of some important observations. Then listen carefully. Then they cut listen carefully here. First they kill the insect, then they cut the sections of the stem. Sections of the stem are the region of the proboscis. Okay, are the region of the proboscis. They take like this, they cut the section cutting, or they cut the stem, or the region where proboscis inserted. At this region they cut the stem. Then they observed that proboscis was inserted up to the phloem. Proboscis was inserted up to the phloem, not up to the xylem. Here, up to the phloem, proboscis was inserted. Means to get the food material, they inserted the proboscis into the phloem. Means in phloem tissue, food material is present. Listen carefully here. They sucking they absorb, they suck they absorb the food material from the young stem to acquire this food material from the young stem. They, listen carefully here, they insert the proboscis up to the phloem. Now, okay, by this experiment, scientists concluded that food material is transported in phloem or through phloem. Are you understanding? Okay. Then scientists conducted another important experiment. Like this, first in second experiment, this is the first experiment. This is the experiment one. Here, scientists killed the aphids. Scientists killed the aphids and they removed the body of the aphid, leaving the proboscis inserted into the phloem tissue of the young stem. Like this, they removed the body of the insect or body of the aphid, leaving the proboscis inserted into the phloem tissue. Okay, then they observe after some time because of pressure, because of pressure present in the phloem tissue, usually this food material released out of the phloem tissue through the tube-like proboscis. Observe carefully here. This is a phloem shaft. This is a phloem shaft or food material. Observe. Then they analyzed this food material. Ultimately, they stated that this food material contained the, listen carefully here, this food material contains sugar and amino acids. Sugars and amino acids. Okay, food material had sugars and amino acids. Here, observe one two experiments important to experiment. Next, observe carefully. These are two important experiments. In first experiment, scientists proved that food material is transported through the phloem In second experiment, food material contains the sugars and amino acids. Like this, they explain the transportation of the food material through the phloem like this experimentally. Then another important one is actually both the food material transported to the food material through the phloem contains the highly nutrients. Okay, more nutrients. Here sugars, amino acids and other different types of organic substances. Different types of other organic substances. When aphids absorb this type of high nutrients and more nutrients from the phloem, they cannot digest them. They cannot digest them completely. They digest and use only small portion of the absorbed food material. Remaining portion, remaining undigested material or undigested food material, that is excreted out of the api, means they excrete this undigested material on the leaves, where they are present. Okay, on which leaves they are present. Listen carefully here. There they excrete the undigested this absorbed food material. Okay, that is why we can observe the small drop-like structures or drops of the liquid or dots of the liquid on the leaves. Okay, they are the excreted materials or undigested excreted materials by the api. Okay, those dot-like are the small drop-like liquids or dot-like structures present on the leaves. They are called honeydew. Actually, honeydew. Observe carefully. Honeydew means small, sticky drops of the liquid-like substances are sticky materials. Drops of sticky materials, they are the undigested food materials actually. Okay, are understanding? Observe carefully here. When aphids absorb like this, food material contains more nutrients and high nutrients. They cannot digest them completely. Okay, that is why they use only small portion of the absorbed food material. A remaining portion of the absorbed food material is excreted out of the aphids on the leaves where they are present in the form of the drops or drops of the liquid or drops or spot-like structures of the sticky material. Okay, these spot-like liquid or dot-like sticky materials, they are called usually honeydew. What? Honeydew. Okay, this is very important experiment conducted by the scientists to prove the transportation of food material through the phloem. Transportation of food material through phloem. Yes.